Hi, this is Carl, and this is another SOP video for managed service providers. Today I want to talk about one of these. Do you know what this is? This is a card scanner. Basically, this is a business card scanner. This one happens to be from Dymo, plugs into a USB. But there are other brands, and they're in the neighborhood of $75 to $150, depending on what you get. And there's a lesson to be learned from this device. Today I want to talk about business cards, and in particular, how to get the most out of your business card. I'll put a close-up view of it, but some of you have seen my business card and you think it's a little bit different. Maybe because it is. My business card does not have my phone number on it for a very simple reason. I don't answer my phone. I don't want people to call me on the phone. That's not my primary means of communication or doing business. So it's not on my business card. My business card has just enough information so that you know that you got the right person. And it's got my email address, which is the only way I want people to contact me. On the back, it's got not just blank stuff, but some lines intended to basically lure people into writing notes. There is a right way and a wrong way to use a business card, and therefore there's a right way and a wrong way to construct your business card. I'm a huge believer that your business card is the single cheapest form of marketing that you have. I've written many blogs about this. I actually get tired of talking about it, but I can't tell you how many horrible business cards I see. I'm one of the people that quietly and secretively, while nobody's looking, goes to a conference and comes home with 150 or 200 business cards. A lot of people don't notice it because I don't walk around with a big fistful of collected business cards, but over the course of the conference, I try to get as many as I can. The reason is I actually use them. So I like to remind people there are two kinds of people that will take your card. Some will either throw it away or put it in a drawer, never look at it again. Others will scan that business card into their contact management system. And they will write notes on the back that say things like, I met this person at this conference. They, whatever, collect Harry Potter stuff or whatever. There's some little thing to remind me of who they are, and then whether I made any promises to them. Promise to send them a note, remind them about a book, send them some video that I have a link to, whatever. That's why you need to use the back of your card with lines on it so that you can write notes to yourself. Now, important safety tip. How do you do that? Well, you have to first make sure that your card is not so slick that you can't actually write on it. I can't tell you how many times I have tried to write some notes on a card and I literally can't do it, and I have to borrow a piece of paper or something to be able to write notes because somebody gave me an essentially unusable business card. So keep it usable. Also remember, you should be collecting business cards and you should be scanning them into a system. As soon as you do that, you're going to discover all the other rules related to business cards. First of all, they should be made out of paper. I know, as bizarre as that sounds. I have had business cards made out of metal, wood, plastic, bamboo, somehow or another hemp, all kinds of weird stuff. I don't care, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to scan that business card and I'm going to put it into my contact management system. That's what makes it useful. Now, related to that, that little scanner does a great job if something is black and white. Now, I'm not saying that you have to have only black and white, but remember that to make your card as machine readable as possible, it shouldn't be reverse tones. You shouldn't have a black or dark blue card with white lettering, except as a gimmick for specific purposes. That's cool. Business cards are cheap, so as long as they're made out of paper, they don't cost a lot of money, and you can use them as gimmicky things. Just remember, you don't want to be remembered for your gimmick, so take your card seriously. 99% of the time, your card should be paper, it should be not slick on the back, and it should be very readable by that little machine. Just a bit of a side note, also do not print your cards sideways. The universe has determined that there are certain norms that we follow, and whether you like it or not, you don't take a letter-sized piece of paper and flip it sideways and send out letters in a landscape format. And you don't print business cards in a portrait format. Sorry, I didn't make the universe, I just live here. Now, back to that question of phone number. If you want people to call you, even if you don't answer the phone, you might want them to call you so that they can leave a message and you can get back to them. That's totally cool. If that is your preferred method of operation, put it on your card. If email is your preferred method, put that on your card and don't put your phone number on there. This is yours. You get to do with it what you see fit. This should be your key marketing tool. So if you're sending it to clients, you may actually have a separate set of cards for clients than the cards you hand out at conferences. Final note, do not buy laser perf junky cards that you make up your own cards from some form that you found online or at Staples. Laser perf cards say, I am too cheap to go spend $1 to go get something good. When you buy, say, 500 or more cards, the cost to get them printed online at a professional printer is less than what you would pay to go to Staples and get laser perf business cards. You just look cheap when you do that. Personally, I think it's better to go to Vistaprint and get free cards with somebody else is advertising on the back than it is to go to Staples and get laser perf cards. That's my personal bias. When I find laser perf cards, I know the person I'm dealing with will not spend the money it takes to even buy one book. And so I don't enter those cards into my system. I throw them away. Your clients don't need to think that you're rich or wealthy or that you're going to get rich off of the money they pay you, but they do need to know that you take yourself professionally and seriously. So spend a little of extra money and get good business cards. I know this seems like a lot of pressure to be put on a tiny little card, but the reality is that's what we do in business. I know you've heard the phrase, don't judge a book by its cover. That phrase is useful and necessary because we all judge books by their covers. That's human nature. Your business card is your cover. This is what people will judge you by, whether you like it or not. So the phrase might as well be, don't judge a business by its business card, except we all know we're all going to do that. Take it seriously, put a little effort into it. It'll serve you well. Final tip, redo your business cards every few years, every 3 to 5 years. Just so they look fresh, just so they look new, just so they have current fonts and have your current logo, and if you have color, then your current colors. Make sure they don't look like you haven't changed your business cards since 1995, because some of you haven't. For Small Biz Thoughts, this is Carl Polachek wishing you the best of luck in your managed service business. Here's your checklist for this video. Like it, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell so you get notifications when we post new videos, share it on your favorite social media, and if you haven't checked out SOP for SMB.com, go visit our website.